Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, X-Men Blue, issue number 2. We have Magneto in a junkyard where he's probably amongst his most dangerous. I mean, literally, if Asteroid M was shoved up his butt, he really wouldn't be much more powerful than he is there, surrounded by all that metal. And as Jean Grey points out, who's there alone with him, lots of places to hide bodies. So I'm going to get in trouble for that Asteroid M up the butt thing, aren't I? Anyway, so yeah, he takes off his helmet, lets her read his mind, and she goes in there and she sets up decoys, we find out later on, so that she can try and get a little bit more out of there. He believes he's telling the truth when he says that he's trying to be cool again, and but for him, it's very different. And she explains this expertly. She says, listen, for you, maybe you've moved on. You've seen a bunch of different things. You've changed. There's been a lot of time between when you and I first met. The problem is, you're the first person who tried to kill me. And that was just, for me, not too long ago. We got ripped out of our time not too long after we battled you. And you're still that murderous mutant, superpowered son of a gun that I knew back then trying to kill me in my eyes. So you tell me why I should believe you. And that's why he takes off his helmet. That was gorgeous. That is Colin Bunn, man. This guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So we move on and we see that the X-Men themselves are still trying to train how to defeat Magneto. Just in case. And that's smart. That's smart. I love that. The problem is that Bobby Drake is a little bit distracted because he's not getting calls back from his boyfriend, and Beast is distracted because he's really being weird, and it's like he's almost possessed in a way. His magic is really taking him to dark places, just as his science took him to dark places as the adult Beast. Magic is taking this guy to dark places, and it looks like he's talking to somebody, and that's never a good thing. Especially when you're talking about magic, that's never a good thing. The question is someone talking back? So we get to see these guys go out on a mission, and they go and they face these 5 Sentinels. And these Sentinels say, welcome, fellow mutants. This is in Barcelona, Spain. And the last time these guys were in Barcelona, they had that run-in with the Terrigen Cloud. All right, so that maybe something happened with these Sentinels. I'm not sure, but if these guys are mutated from from being just standard Sentinels, that is a pretty novel idea. I'm actually kind of digging that. And it could turn out to be a really cool thing. Hey, surprise allies. So guys, I'm going to give this comic a B+. I enjoyed every single thing that I read in here. And I'm really on the tipping point of just going into full A mode with this comic because it's just that good. This is everything, like there's personal drama. You feel that they're young. The art, it shows that they're young. They actually look young. George Molina, on point. Like his art, the pencils, great. They're great, but he's also doing the inks on this, and I am thoroughly impressed. There are a couple scenes in here where you actually get to see the shading, like the front and the background. It really gives a great 3D rendering of how these comics, how these characters are drawn so well. I can't say it. I'm going to start gushing now. All right, guys. Anyway, there's also a very cool part in here that I saw. I don't know how many people played Marvel Ultimate Alliance on Facebook. That was probably the last video game that I ever committed to playing. And I loved it, and it canceled, and I couldn't be more sad to this day because of it. But they had 5 Sentinels on here, and all 5 of them were different colors. And if one of them was purple as opposed to one of them were purple as opposed to orange, then they would have been the 5 colors of the different beatdown styles that they had: the brawler, blaster, scrapper, and tactician and infiltrator. We need the purple infiltrator. And of course there would be the generalist also. And I don't know. I just saw it, and in my heart, I was happy. I know, it's really weird, but hey, you know what? Comic book nerd. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.